They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Russell. Takes the grab, it's Adams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. He's got enough to move the... and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Finds his man. It's short. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Caught over the middle, it's short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets them up on second down. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, four-down territory. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space, it's Porter. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it in down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Hand off from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now facing a third and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Porter. Turning it on. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to him again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll send the back in motion. Third down play from the gun. Snagged in the middle, it's Adams. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Mississippi State going up tempo. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
With the catch, it's short. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. He'll pull it on the read. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air. It's Russell. Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Bond. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking for a man. It's Russell. They're setting up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for space, it's Porter. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Sets up the screen. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense starts deep in a hole. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed over the middle, it's West. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Past the 40. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Roach. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Not much there. He gets one to the 11. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
To throw, it's Russell. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score top. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Time for the offense to try to put together a 4th quarter drive to break a tie. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. That's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Got the first down and more. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's West. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Oh, they're after him. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Croman Hope. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. And back to the air on second down. Got his man down the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. Right on the money. There he goes. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting first and 20. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Complete in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game